Donald Trump hasn't exactly had a great week this week, and next week proves to be even worse for the former president. The state of Georgia is about to hand Donald Trump his rear end in the Republican gubernatorial primary. Donald Trump, as we all know, handpicked David Purdue to primary Brian Kemp, the current incumbent Republican governor, because Brian Kemp committed the sin of not breaking federal law by throwing out the state's electors and letting Donald Trump win the state of Georgia in the 2020 election. Trump refuses to get over that, even though Brian Kemp has been a very extreme Republican governor. He's done everything the Republican Party wants him to, but he wouldn't overturn that election, so he has to go in Trump's book. So Donald Trump convinced David Purdue to run against him. That primary is coming up on Tuesday, and as of right now, Brian Kemp has a 32-point lead in the polls, folks. 32 points. This isn't even going to be close. This is going to be an all-out blowout against Donald Trump's handpicked candidate. And let's not also forget, folks, Donald Trump, for the first time ever, actually spent some of his political action committee money to unseat Kemp. He has appeared in Georgia doing rallies for David Purdue. He has gone all in on this race, more so than any other race in the country. And I say that because this is the only one where Donald Trump opened up his checkbook and said, okay, I'm going to spend money on it. That is what sets this particular race apart from all of the other ones. But don't feel too bad for the twice impeached former president, because not everything's going to go south for him in Georgia. He does have Herschel Walker, who is leading in the polls. He pretty much is already guaranteed to be the victor in the Republican Senate primary in the state of Georgia. And depending on which poll you look at, he may have as much as a 2.5 percentage point lead over Raphael Warnock, the Democrat that he will be up against in the general. And I say depending on which poll because, yeah, some polls show Herschel Walker winning by 2.5 percentage points. Other polls show Warnock winning by 5 points. So that one really is a toss-up. So it could lead to further embarrassment of Donald Trump down the line. But right now, the big embarrassment will, of course, come on Tuesday evening. Donald Trump has for months already been trying to say that, the Georgia, it's already rigged. It's rigged against Perdue. No, you backed a loser, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences. Kind of like Donald Trump is already doing right now with Pennsylvania, trying to say, they keep finding votes. And that's why Dr. Oz hasn't been declared the winner. No, they're not finding votes. They're still counting them. There's a lot of them. And they're a little slow with it. Sure, slower than a lot of us would like to see. But it's a close race. You can't declare a winner. So Trump's already out there trying to say that they're cheating. The they, of course, actually being the Republicans this time. Because that's the Republican primary that he's bitching about. But it's coming. Dr. Oz, still has a good chance of winning. He has a good chance of losing. It's toss-up right now. But what he's doing, Trump is, with Pennsylvania, is what he's going to do with Georgia next week. He'll have Herschel Walker, sure. But then there's another looming problem for Donald Trump in Georgia. And I'm not just talking about Walker versus Warnock in the November race. There is, of course, that grand jury in Fulton County. That's not good for Trump either. So there's a lot of problems for Donald Trump emanating from the state of Georgia. And it's all going to begin on Tuesday when things come crashing down in the one race that Donald Trump put all of his chips on. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.